So Burncoose Nurseries has been at Burncoose for 40 years this year.
Good.
But Dennis, you've been at Burncoose for even longer than 40 years.
I have. I was here with your uncle MP Williams.
And what year did you start working?
When I was 16. That's a few years ago. That's 82 years ago, nearly.
82 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So you've been here well over.
I've been well over. And I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's really exciting, you know. It's.
But then you're still working 1 day a week here in the nursery.
I'm working 2
days a week here, aged 82 or whatever it is. We don't talk about ages, do we?
No. If you feel all right. And another thing I do, I like to see everybody doing a good job. A good job is half the battle.
Yep.
When you do it properly, you haven't got to go back right away.
No.
I like a good job done on everything.
And when you started here, you were working in
the garden.
In the garden,
like Rob Toy to do.
Yeah. And then you went to work for Southdown Nurseries over in Redruth.
Well, I did. That was the period that was waiting till you took over. It wasn't that long.
No.
I wasn't working for David that long. And then David come and joined us, didn't he?
He did, and back to Burncoose, and that was.
And then David.
In 1984.
And David said to me, Dennis, you're going back to where he was working before. I said, lovely. I said, on the same sort. Oh yes, he said, still on the nursery business, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. Mine, David was doing well in Redruth with the shows, wasn't he?
Yes, but we've had quite a few. We've had 28 gold medals since.
We've done well.
Chelsea Flower shows since then.
Yes, and David, you say to me, if you won your Dennis, I won a lot of them.
Right.
We've always said that.
Yep, and you even this year, Dan, you were helping load the lorries going to Chelsea.
I did, because I know I went down and looked and I watered them, and I was hoping that Burncoose would win the trees for the future to come, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you spoke about it, didn't you?
I did.
You don't want for me to tell you. You know the story.
No. And so you loaded them up and we got a gold medal then.
Yeah, that's right. Well, a good many up there. When it was David said he wouldn't have won them if it weren't for me with him. I expect David had told you the same, hasn't he?
He has, indeed, yes.
He told you the same.
And so you've seen a few changes in the nurseries?
Oh, yes. I think since Andrew come, things really moved along a lot better. I think he think more about everything and make sure everybody is organised. Absolutely. You get my point.
I do get your point, Dan.
And I like that because everybody then know where they're to. Everybody know what they're doing.
Yeah, and there are not as many weeds in the nursery as there used to be. So in some years, going back a bit.
Oh, well. It was neglected a bit before you come, wasn't it, sir?
Well, I can see you weeding for weeks on end in August, September time.
Well, I wasn't too bad on the weeding, because I was also with David getting plants for shows and the bamboos we used to sell. We used to go down Gilly and dig up bamboos to sell to bring in the money, you remember?
Yeah, I can, yes.
Yeah, David said, Dennis, you go down and I sent you down because you know what bamboos we want 400 or 500, and they bring in a lot of money at those days. They was worth a lot of money at those days.
Yes, they were. Yeah. And what was your favourite job on the nursery then, Dan?
All of it is interesting. No matter what you do, so long as you're interested what you're doing. Cleaning up, the same. I like to see a nice, clean, tidy job done. Weeding, lining out the plant. I like to see them all in order like they should be. You understand me, don't you?
I do, then. I do.
And it's better for the customers, and it's easier for the people picking up when they go out with the cart. They can go down and read the label and pick up the right plant. Can't they?
Well, we didn't have much transport in the nursery in the early years, did we? We had to walk everywhere with a wheelbarrow then.
We did.
Now we're all mechanised.
Well, and we used to have the trolley. We used to have a trolley to pull up the plant with David for packing.
Yeah.
I done that as well because it was all orders coming in. And Christmas time we used to make wreaths. David did. And
in the early days, we had to carry all the plants down into the stables as we were packing down
And Peter Denner packing was a very good packer. Remember Peter?
I can indeed.
Yeah, Peter was a very good packer.
Yeah, and then we moved up into the bull's pens up here.
That there was a lot better.
And then we built a new packing shed eventually.
That's beautiful, that is, isn't it? That is.
Yep, and now we've got 2 packing sheds.
Well, that's what we want, isn't it?
Yep, big parcels and small parcels.
We're improving all the time. Well, we are the gold medalists of Cornwall, really, sir, aren't we?
We are, yes.
We're the gold medalists of Cornwall. I reckon that myself.
No, you reckon right then.
Oh yes, we are the gold medalists of Cornwall. There's no one can touch us. Yeah, sometimes you can't win them all sometimes, but we win most of them.
We do.
I think everybody sometimes get the odd one, you know what I mean?
Yes. We've had the odd judge didn't like us.
And another thing sometimes I know with David, when David was judging, sometimes we've got lovely stuff there and a judge got a different opinion.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't get it through that. I know David had come on very disappointed sometimes about that. He said to me, we should have had a goal, but we didn't have it, Dennis, because the judge didn't. It's like that, isn't it?
Sometimes, yeah.
But we mostly won all the time.
And how many plants do you think you picked up over?
Oh, thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Thousands. And the camellias was good when we was planting the camellias. We had a good turnout.
Yep.
And I was planting them, and we also had a good turnout when we went out to dig up. We had trailer loads. You remember them coming up, can't you?
I do then, yeah.
Yeah.
A nice crop down there this year too.
Yes, and that's good. Because they bring good money too.
They do.
They bring good money. Mine, it's a lot of labour to them. They got to be digged and pot and everything like that. It's laying out to do it first to get there, sir, isn't it?
It is.
It didn't got right away. It come gradually, don't it? Mm-hmm. And I'd recommend Philip's daughter doing the plants. That will help to save a lot of money in future.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I agree with those trays come on. I think that's fantastic, don't you, Carol? You've been down looked at them, have you? I've looked at them. They're looking good.
The trays and trays of rhododendrons are very rare, unusual things.
Yeah, they're a lovely thing, aren't they?
They are.
They are. And if they're well watered, they do well, sir.
Well, then, 40 years ago, we cut the ribbon and opened the nursery, and you're very much in the pictures there. And then we went down into the conservatory at Burncoose House and had a drink.
We did.
And we're going to do exactly the same thing 40 years on, but there won't be many people who were in the photograph 40 years ago who are still with us today.
A lot of our good workers died as well, mine, sir.
But a lot of them are coming out of retirement to join us in that party.
Yes.
And so we look forward to
a good future looking ahead of us, sir.
And not too much bloody rain on the day.
No, that's the point.
Although we don't care about rain too much, Dan.
No, we don't care. Rain, we've got to have rain, because if we don't have rain, we don't have water underneath to keep our plant up.
No, that's right, absolutely right.
So you've got to think of the water. We've
got a posh hat like that, Dan. You were expecting a bit of sun.
I aren't funny, but I also wear a hat, sir, because it's hot in the tunnels and your head get hot. And I think if I wear my hat, Andrew hasn't said nothing about that at all. Andrew said, you carry on wearing your hat, Carol. You know, I've been wearing my hat for years, haven't I?
You have, Dan. You've always had hats, but not always quite as posh as that one.
No, but keep your head cool, if you understand.
I do understand you, Dan.
Because under the polythene, in the summer sometimes the tunnels are red hot. And that's the time, it's in the tops that want the water, it's the pots want the water, sir.
Yeah.
And we get the good show of the plant then, you see.
Yeah. Perfect.
And the new lady come, the cleaning up lady, Dee, I think she's called Dee, she's doing a fantastic job, sir. She know her plants as well.
Yep.
She do a fantastic job, and she's good at cleaning up, and she do a tidy job, everything she do. Very
good. Right then, excellent. Okay. Perfect. So we won't put...
Oh, and Andrew done a terrific job since he come as well.
Yep.
Andrew played a great role. He to think what he's doing.